Alright, YouTube fam, what is going on? It's your boy Dakari back at it with another video. I just want to take a quick second to say that I am truly sorry that I haven't posted in about over a month. I had some family stuff going on, and honestly I just really didn't feel like recording nothing. I was so unmotivated and everything, but you know, everything's, I'm not gonna say it's better, but you know, I'm starting to get back on track. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Okay, so in today's video I'm just basically going over, you know, like, would you rather, should you get a 3-valve or a Coyote, pretty much. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this car because this car is freaking filthy, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get to a little spot and we'll go ahead and get to this video. All right guys, so we just got to the car wash. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this car up. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but she is very filthy. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wash her up right now. And boom, just like that, the car is now all cleaned up. Look at it, it looks way better now. Yes, sir. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get in the car and we'll go to. All right, guys, and we are now to the spot. So we'll go ahead and get into, is it really worth buying a 4.6 liter 3-valve in 2022? So we're about to go ahead and get into that right now. All right, guys, so is it really worth buying a 4.6 3-valve in 2022 when there's so many other great platforms out there? You know, you got the Coyote, you got the LS's, you know, those, even though I'm not a Chevy guy, but I give those motors respect because they produce a lot of power, really good power. Just going naturally aspirated is if you go with this car and you only go naturally aspirated, it's you'd be lucky if you're pushing 4. So yeah, honestly, me personally, I think yes, it's worth it if you're one of two people. If you're wanting to do something different and you're really wanting to build a car and make it something different, then yes, this car is definitely worth it, just because there's so many people with a Coyote or, you know, and all that stuff, and you just slap a blower on there and you're already at like 600-700 horsepower, and that's pretty much all you got to do with a Coyote. This car, on the other hand, if you want to get 600-700 horsepower, number one, you're definitely gonna have to get do some work on the engine. So you're gonna have to get the bottom end built. You're gonna want to do some naturally aspirated parts, because boost alone is not gonna get you there, no matter, well, I'm not gonna say no matter what, but if you're pushing like 12 pounds of boost, 11 pounds of boost on this car, you're probably gonna be at like 580. And let's say you do have already your bottom end built, you're gonna be around probably about 580, right around the 6 mark. But if you're wanting to be like at least 7, you know, you guys get some naturally aspirated parts on there. Probably some, I've read that E85 kind of works, and then I've kind of read that it kind of doesn't. On these cars, I know it actually works, but just on these cars, I heard that it kind of doesn't. If you guys have any E85, let me know, because I was personally thinking about doing E85, but I just have no idea. But yeah, so I definitely think this car is worth it in 2022. It just really depends on what you try to do and what you want. I mean, if you're wanting fast out the box and you don't want to put little to no time to effort into it, then, you know, this car is probably not for you, honestly, because let's just be honest, bone stock, probably making about 260, maybe 270 horsepower. So I mean, it's not the fastest thing out there. But like I said, if you're like one of those people who just want a car to build, a car to enjoy, to really stand out and look different from everybody else, man, the 3-valve is where it's at, guys. It's got the old nostalgia, classic Mustang look to it, you know. I personally think it's definitely worth it. It just depends on what you want to do, and if you're really trying to like dump a lot of money into a car. If you have the money and you're wanting to just do a project and build a car that's different than everybody else's Mustang, then yeah, 3-valve. You don't really, I mean, you see them, but you don't see like a lot of 3-valves out there. You don't see a lot of people going balls to the wall with these cars. There's a few that I know of, but in reality, most people that have a Mustang, they get a 5.0 and they just put a blower on it and call it a day. So yeah, I definitely think the car is worth it. I've had the car for about a little over 2 years now, and you know, it's not perfect car or anything. I'm not gonna say it is, but honestly, it's a great car. It's a great starter platform if this is your very first Mustang and you know you're a car enthusiast and you want to build something, you want to stick out from the crowd. Definitely the 3-valve is the way, because the aftermarket support for this car, literally just this body style, the 05 to 09, is so huge. Like it's probably the biggest aftermarket car you could buy parts for out of all the Mustangs. I don't care what year Mustang you have, this is probably the one that has the most aftermarket support out of any other Mustang. I don't care if it's newer, I don't care if it's a 2014 S197. This one right here, if you don't believe me, go on americanmuscle.com and just look at 2005 to 2009 parts and see how many different customizations you can really do this car to switch it up, spice it up, and make it your own. All right, and for the second group of people that this car is worth it for, so the second group, this car is worth it only if you are wanting this is like your very first Mustang and you don't want nothing too fast, or if you love the old school look and you don't want to do nothing to it. So like, you know, these cars, you can get them for a really good price now, and you know, you won't have to break the bank account to obtain one of these. So yeah, so those are pretty much the two people this car is worth it. One, if you're wanting to be different, stand out, and build a car, and you know, have all the aftermarket support for this car and make it look completely different than anybody else's. Or number two, if you just love the body style, and you know, there's nothing wrong with if you don't want to build a car, like there's nothing wrong with that. But this car is also good for people if you just like the look, you want to do a little bit of stuff here and there, like tint, maybe some new shoes, maybe get it lowered, you know, little stuff like that, for sure. Like, guys, can't go wrong with this car, because I definitely think this is the best looking Mustang out of all the years. Now, I know me personally, I like to you know, make something different, make it my own. Don't get me wrong, I love the Coyote. I do plan on eventually getting one for the channel. Maybe, I don't know, that's another topic for another video, because I kind of want one, but then again, I kind of don't. I kind of want to get something else. I definitely think this car is worth it. If you guys are in the market for one, you should definitely consider getting it. Go check it out, make sure everything checks out, because at first, like I said, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but once you start putting money into it and you really start making it your own, like I have with this one, guys, you're really gonna start loving this car. That 4.6 liter motor, you know, Ford was using that motor for years and years and years. So if you guys are wanting something that's reliable, this is it. If you want something that's easy to work on, this is it, because this car is stupidly easy to work on, which is one of the main reasons why I love this car. But just because like all these newer cars, there's so much shit in them, it's kind of hard to do things in them. This car, like changing the fuel pump, like I said in my previous video, which I will put a link up in the description, I think that was the top 5 things that I love about this car. It's going to be here or either here, but it's super easy to work on, guys. Like anybody can really work on these cars. So yeah, so just let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's worth getting a 4.6 liter 3-valve? Is it not? Do you guys have one? Let me know what you have done to it. Are you guys planning on selling, getting something else? Let me know. Just let me know what you guys are planning on doing with y'all's cars, because I'm always thinking, you know, and my plan is with this car is to, you know, get it built, boost. So by the way, guys, I am also getting mods too soon. So I know I've been slacking, guys. Again, I just wanted to say I'm truthfully sorry about that. I just had some family stuff going on, and I just really didn't know kind of how to deal with it. And the last thing I wanted to do was force myself to make a YouTube video when I just didn't want to, because right now this is kind of like an investment for the future, so to speak. I just don't want to tire myself out of YouTube. You know, I'm trying to take this thing at my own pace. So with that being said, I am truly sorry about that, guys. And you know, more videos are definitely coming. Like I said, I'm just super sorry that I didn't have anything for you guys for the past, it's probably been a little over a month. But yeah, so drop a comment, ask me, let me know what it is. You know, don't be shy, I'm a cool guy, laid back. And yeah, so till next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take it easy and peace out.